Hello YouTube, welcome to BUB'S Comics. I'm just going to do a quick early morning haul video for you. It shouldn't take too much. You know, it's funny, you're at these peddlers malls digging through dollar boxes. You know, I like a good bargain and a good deal. So anyway, I went through all these dollar bins, and it's funny how sometimes a certain run or a certain series ends up being everywhere you look, and that's what happened to me on this one. I'm starting to become a big Jim Lee fan, and it's not hard. His artwork is amazing, and it looks like it's even got better over the years. When you look at some of the early Jim Lee stuff versus now, it just looks like it's getting to be just fantastic. So really good anatomy structure, just great muscle tone, not over the top, you know, like some of the others, which I also like that style as well. But when I'm in the mood for something more realistic, I think Jim Lee really starts to take the cake for me. So anyway, here's the first one. We got Superman Unchained #1. Like I said, it just saw these, and I was like, well, you know, I had been wanting to get into some Superman comics, and when I saw this Unchained, it just really caught my eye, and then I realized why, because it was Jim Lee covers, and they just, I think, look absolutely fantastic. Here's that, and that's a variant cover. Now this series is only I think 1 through 9, and which is great because I like a nice short run because I'm running out of comic space too. So this is a 1 through 9 series, but they had like 7 variant covers per. So trying to pick up all the Jim Lees for sure, but this one is just beautiful. I just love it. Battling Lex Luthor in his exosuit. Here's Superman Unchained #2. I think that's a pretty nice one too. That's with Superman in steel, of course. Here is another #2, a variant cover. I don't care for the face too much of Superman right there. I don't know, it just kind of looks a little off, but still a nice cover. Here's another Superman #2. This would be our third if anyone's counting, and I love that one. I love how in the back you have some menace or another happening, and then you turn around and there is Clark Kent, and then he starts taking off his tie, and boom, now he's Superman. I just think that's great. It's a great picture, and again, not a completely roided out, you know, Superman. This isn't a Jim Lee cover, but I like how more natural it looks. Very good. Sorry about the price tags, but I didn't have time to take all these off. There's a bunch. Or rebag and board them yet. Here's Superman #3. Really like that. I think that's beautiful. Just a nice job. Again, I love anytime I see Clark Kent changing into Superman. You know, I've said before, I'm not a big fan of alter egos, but that's mostly Marvel alter egos. I actually quite like the DC alter egos. I think most of them are pretty good. Here is Superman #3 again. This one is the young Superboy variant. So, of course, that's Superman as a young man, as opposed to the distinct Superboy character. Here is another Superman #3, battling Darkseid. I don't know whichever one you want, but I think that's fantastic. And that's, of course, the Jim Lee cover. I think Jim Lee did all the A covers on these. So that looks pretty good to me. Here's #4 I actually picked up at a half-price books that we found, you know, I say close to our home. It was about an hour and 20 minutes away, but as it turned out, we were just driving by and said, hey, that's half-price books, let's check it out. And so we went in there and dug through, and I was actually fortunate enough that they were bringing in a fresh set of comics. They brought in about 6 long boxes while we were standing there, and so of course I jumped over and did that and went through them and found this. And this is a lot of the books you get there, a lot of the ones that were there available looked really rough, but this one was in excellent condition, near mint, I think. So happy with that. That's #4, Superman Unchained #4, and that's the Jim Lee variant or cover. Here is #5, Superman #5. That is also the Jim Lee cover. So it's really a lot of striking colors and just beauty. And here is one of my absolute favorites coming up next. This is Superman Unchained number 7. Just fantastic. Look at that Wonder Woman. It's excellent. She's just excellent. I think that the Wonder Woman art that they've been doing lately has been the best she's ever looked. Just fantastic. I think these are from like 2013 or so. But this is also the Jim Lee cover, and it just looks fantastic. I love it anytime the words get broken up in kind of a fourth wall fashion. I just love that. Just completely just terrorizing the words on there. I think this looks great. And, you know, I like Virgin Arts a lot too, where there's nothing on the cover, where it's just a pure piece of art. But if I can't get a Virgin Art, if there's going to be words, I like it to be interactive like this. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite covers. And here is my favorite cover. There's Superman Unchained. Just fantastic. Look at that. That's the Jim Lee A cover. Just looks awesome. Superman Unchained. And again, see how he's stepping in front of the border of the words there? I really enjoy that. I appreciate that. And just the color of it. You know, him surviving through the fire, and his eyes are glowing red, which doesn't mean he's evil. I haven't read it yet. Hopefully he's not. I like him when he's a good guy. But just looks like he's going to, you know, set ablaze to something, or he might have burned down everything you see already. So pretty awesome. So anyway, that's my Superman Unchained haul. Out of 9, I think I'm missing like maybe 3 or 4 of them at the most. I think 3. So I think a pretty good haul for $1 a piece. Didn't pay over $1 for any of them, and a lot of variants. So we're gonna keep after it, and we're gonna try and hunt down the rest of these. I like a nice short run because I'm something of a completist. I have a lot of start and stops on some of them, but I try and read them all and collect them all in short runs when you can get them. You know, anything 6 to 12 or 6 to 13 in a run. That's about my wheelhouse. That's where I like it. Because you need a good... 4 is okay, but a lot of times you don't get a real good story with 4. So I like to get... You know, once you get around 6 comics, that you've got a pretty good story that you'll remember, and that was good. And then you get to 12 or 13, and then it's a little longer, but it's still a good... Usually still a good run. So looking forward to that. So I'm going to collect the rest of these. And y'all have a great day, and when you get done watching this video and all your others for the weekends, go ahead and read a comic. Thanks. Bye.